everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go ahead and share with you all the manicures that I wore in January. So first I wore a combo. I wore Zorya's Sailor, which is this beautiful navy blue. I hadn't worn this in a few years, and this blue is so good. The formula is beautiful. It's just a beautiful, nice shade of navy. I really like this one. And then on top I wore Remember Me by Polish for Days. This was from October 2020 polish pickup. This polish is so beautiful. I wore this over the Sailor on these two nails, and then the other three nails I wore just this. This polish is so interesting. It's so unique. It's got a very like smoky purpley gray base. It's very sheer. It takes 3 coats to build up, and then once you build it up, those red fiery flakes, like pinky red flakes, they just pop up, and beneath that smoky purple base is just so interesting. So I really liked this one. I kind of feel like I liked this better on its own. I know I'm so into combos, and I do combos on everything, but I almost preferred it on its own. I just thought it was really beautiful, really unique, and I really enjoyed this polish. I'm definitely going to wear this again on its own at some point. Okay, then I did another combo. I did a twinsie manny with my friend Barb. We both had From the Ashes We Rise, which is a beautiful topper by Rogue Lacquer. Just so gorgeous. Look at that, you guys. It's just so fiery and just beautiful and just perfect for fall. I love this. It's one of my favorite toppers. And then on top, I wore Scintillating by Sinful Colors. I wore this on top of this. And this is just a really pretty, like an inky indigo blue. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's got kind of like a purple. I can see it at angles, but I don't think it's coming across on camera, but there's like a purple flash in there. Really pretty. I really love this topper, and I thought it looked nice over this. Okay, then on Wednesdays, we're all doing, throughout the winter, we're doing Wednesdays, like where you wear a white manicure on Wednesdays. White, I always forget what it's called. I always have to look it up every week. Like white winter Wednesdays, or winter white Wednesdays, something like that. But a bunch of us on Instagram wear white manicures on Wednesdays. I don't love whites. I prefer soft grays in the winter, so that's my interpretation. I'm wearing grays on Wednesdays. So the first thing I wore was Glaze and Confused by KB Shimmer. This is so beautiful. It's just a really soft gray. It's got those gorgeous yellowy green flakies. So pretty, so delicate, just really beautiful. And then on top, because I needed a little something extra, I wore this glitter topper that I made. It's like an opal-y, sparkly topper. And this I thought was just the perfect amount of shimmer to go on top of this beautiful snowy gray manicure. Just so pretty. I really love grays in the winter, especially this year. I'm just really into grays, soft grays, just so pretty. I really loved this manicure. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, then I wore another combo. I wore Zoya's Cola, which I had decluttered a couple years ago. It was in the bottom of my declutter bag. It was one of the polishes that I hadn't, found a home for yet. And I was gonna initially franken it, and I couldn't really find a way to franken it. And then since my tastes have changed a lot in the last year, I thought I would give it another go. The reason I decluttered it was because it's brown. It's like a brownish red. And I don't really like browns, but like I said, my tastes have really changed, and I do combos now, which when I decluttered this, I don't believe I was really heavily into combos yet. So I gave it a try. This is definitely a very, I don't know if you can hear that. You hear that? It's definitely a very sheer jelly formula. 3 coats of this on its own to be fully opaque. I did 2 coats, and then on top, you guys, I wore this polish Goldsmith, these gorgeous gold flakies. This has been on my wish list for a while. I almost bought it 2019 for Black Friday, and I never did. Then I finally bought it. I believe I got it during Black Friday 2020. I'm pretty sure I got it during Black Friday. This together was so beautiful. It was so rich. There's just enough red in this that it's not just a straight up brown, and I really enjoyed this. And this topper is just amazing. It's the perfect ratio of flakes to base. There's not too much base. Sorry, I'm out of frame. There's not too much base, and it's not overly thick with flaky, so it's thin enough that it can be a topper and you're definitely going to see the color through. Just so beautiful. Like, I'm kind of picky with my toppers. I don't want them to be so sparse that you can't see them, but so thick that you have to like really shear it out just to be able to see the base color underneath. But this was just the perfect ratio. Really surprised me how much I thoroughly enjoyed this manicure, and I'm definitely keeping this now. I've uncluttered it. I've undecluttered it. Okay, and then I wore a twinsie mani with my friend Nicole. She sent me Scofflaw's Dances with Werewolves, and she sent it to me so that we could do a twinsie with it. And this is just a beautiful mid-tone smoky gray, and it's got all those gorgeous little turquoisey glitters and gold, right? I think the gold might be teeny tiny flakes. It's hard to tell. They're either teeny tiny flakes or they're glitters, and then the little turquoise glitters. So pretty, so sparkly and shiny. My pictures are good, but it didn't do justice as to how sparkly this really is in real life. But really pretty. Look at that. So sparkly, and I'm so happy that she sent this to me so that we could twins with it. Really fun manicure. Okay, then I wore Night Owl Lacquer Hangin' Tough for White Winter Wednesday. White Wednesday. I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen, whatever it's called, so you guys can check out the hashtag on Instagram. This last year was floating around on Instagram. It came from, I believe, a fandom, FF. So Fandom Flakies, which I don't purchase from Fandom Flakies, so I never really knew anything about this polish. And then a lot of people were trying to dupe this. In particular, I saw Brittany Brittle on Instagram. She was trying to dupe this by wearing like a white, and then she wore iridescent flakies on top, and then she wore like black shreds on top. I actually mimicked her last year by wearing a base color. It wasn't white, but I wore base color, and then I wore iridescent flakies, and then I wore black glitter topper. And it was so pretty. And then since then, like, so many people have been trying to dupe this. And then I believe Brittany's the one that actually got a hold of it. And I asked her how she got it, and she said, Night Owl does overpour polishes, and if you request a certain polish, if they have it, they'll send it to you. So I requested Hangin' Tough, and they had it. You guys, this polish is so pretty. It's a soft white with a tinge of gray, and then it's got these gorgeous opalescent flakies, and then these black shreds. So pretty. I think it has little tiny, and then it also has little teeny tiny shimmers in there. So pretty. My pictures didn't quite do it justice, but this is just a really beautiful polish. I think this would probably pop even more if you did like white undies underneath, which I didn't do that though. I think that would probably really pop. But this is just so pretty. Look at that, you guys. So pretty, so interesting. Really beautiful. Okay, then I wore Essie's Broom with a View. This is a really beautiful purpley polish, and it's got all those interesting glitters in there. They're green, they're purple. Really pretty. Really nice contrast. So ultra sparkly. This was from their Halloween collection, by the way. Which honestly, I felt their whole Halloween collection really wasn't Halloween. I thought it was more just like fall in general. Like you could just wear them all fall. But look at that. So pretty. I don't think it's coming across on camera just how ultra sparkly this is. This was just really pretty. I really enjoyed this one. Okay, then we started this new thing, Pugly Friday. It was supposed to be just a one time, like on this Friday, we're all gonna wear our Fugly Puglies. So not just Pugly, but Fugly, like, effing, and Pugly is pretty ugly. So effing pretty ugly, which means that they're ultra Pugly. I wore this one. I love it so much. This is Garbage Glow Up by Painted Polish. I got this in PPU. I want to say it was like December. Yeah, it was December. You guys, look at this polish. This polish is so gorgeous. It's just amazing. It's this beautiful, pukey, yucky, yellowy green, and it's got those gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that flaky right there. That huge flaky. These flakies just glow off the nails. It's so absolutely beautiful. We all had so much fun doing our Fugly Puglies on Friday that we're now going forward and doing it for the rest of the winter, I guess. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be doing Fugly Prugly Fridays probably for the rest of my life. That's how much I love my Pruglies and how much I just enjoy wearing these. I mean, look at what's on my nails right now, you guys. These are 2 different manicures, actually. But look, that's how much I love my Pruglies. Anyways, absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love this manicure. Definitely one of my very favorite polishes of 2020, and I didn't even get it till the end of December, but I absolutely loved it. Okay, then it was another White Winter Wednesday. White Winter Wednesday. You know what I'm talking about. I wore Believe, Shark Tooth, I think it's called, right? Yeah, Shark Tooth, which is a very soft, pale gray. Really bad formula though. These Believe polishes, just the formulas are not good, but the colors are so pretty and interesting. I really, really love this shade of gray. I have a lot of grays. I don't have a shade quite like this. Just really, really beautiful. So what I did with this, if you wear this on its own, it would be like 3 coats. I wore 2 coats. I had to do 2 very careful coats. And then I did a twinsie with Julie. Actually, I think we were gonna twins, and she was gonna wear this, but then she ended up not wearing it. She wasn't feeling good, so she didn't wear it. But I wore it in honor of Julie, because I bought this polish because of Julie, because she wore this so many times last year. It was one of her favorite toppers, and every manicure that she wore it over, it just looked so good. So I decided to wear this over this. This is, I didn't say what it is. This is Spritzer Sister, and I liked this, but I don't know. I don't think this did this justice. I think I need to try to wear this over something else. I thought it was pretty. It was very sparkly. You could really see the sparkles, but they just look so beautiful on her. I want to try this over something else. I think she wore this a lot over pink last year, maybe. So I think I want to try to wear this over pink. It is February, so maybe I'll wear, I don't really do a lot of pink, but maybe I'll wear a pink manicure and I'll wear this over that. But really nice, really sparkly. This is a really nice snowy wintry topper. Okay, then it was Fugly Prugly Friday again. This polish, you guys. Okay, so I have different dimensions, extra terrestrial, and in the bottle, it just looks like your typical murky green flaky polish. But on the nails, the base is so brown. It's like a jelly, so it's 2 to 3 coats, but by the time you get to that 3rd coat, it just builds up and it becomes so rich. And because it's a brown base, and I don't like browns, but because it's, you know, a fugly polish, that brown base made this so extra fugly prugly, and I just loved it so much, you guys. I can't even explain how much I loved this polish. Just absolutely gorgeous. The brown base with the flakies kind of reminds me of Leaf Peeping with Sasquatch, which is one of my very favorite polishes. It's actually my very favorite Night Out Lacquer polish. It reminded me a lot of that, but you know, different flakies. But because it was like the brown base, and I don't do browns, and I love this so much, it just reminds me of that polish and how much I love that one. Just so beautiful. Like, look on the nails, and on the bottle, it doesn't even look brown. But on my nails, it just was so interesting. And look, it kind of looks like what I'm wearing, except for that when I actually got it on the nails, like I said, it's very brown and very, very beautiful. I'm so surprised by how much I loved this. I'm not surprised I loved it because it's, you know, Pruglies, and I love Pruglies, but I'm so surprised that it was brown and that I loved it despite it being brown. Okay, then I wore KB Shimmers Seems Fishy. Got this one sometime in polish pickup last year. I don't remember what month. I think it was towards like the beginning of the month, like maybe April or something. This is really interesting. It's a very shifty polish. So it's green at some angles, it's blue, but then at other angles, it's like a very, not really yellow, but more like a yellowy tan almost, or like I don't know how to describe it. It's really interesting. I don't like metallics. I don't like shifting polishes unless they have these gorgeous sparkles. Because usually like old school, when I think of old school metallics and old school like hollows, where they're very metallic looking and you have the brush strokes, I don't like those. But now all of these new like shifting polishes, metallic polishes, they all have these gorgeous shimmers and sparkles, and like these new hollows that are very, like, I don't know how to describe it. They're like broken up pieces of hollow, so it's not just one giant metallic hollow. It's like little tiny sparkly hollows. I don't really know how to say what I'm trying to say. My point is, the new ones that are coming out now, I really love. They're so sparkly, they're so beautiful. This is so shifty, really, really interesting, and I did like this. I don't know that this is my favorite manicure of the year by any means, but I did enjoy it. And I thought it was unique and interesting. Okay, then it was White Winter Wednesday. White Winter Wednesday. We're gonna go with White Winter Wednesday. I wore Cello Chromas, Who is the Drizzle. My lovely friend Nicole sent this to me, and I love this so much. This was from Polish Pickup, June 2019. I vaguely remember seeing this, but never got it, because that was kind of like, it was my first year with Polish Pickup, and I don't know, I wouldn't say I was more choosy, but I just didn't quite know the different brands. I was still getting used to like all these different brands, and so I hadn't really purchased from Cello Chroma yet. But this polish, you guys, is so gorgeous. It's got that beautiful gray base that I love, and then look at those beautiful rainbow flakies. So absolutely gorgeous. And then on top, because you know I'm extra, I wore China Glaze Fairy Dust, and this on top of this was so absolutely gorgeous. My swatch pictures didn't do this justice, but this was just so beautiful, so sparkly, so delicate, just absolutely gorgeous. One of my very favorites of the year. This one and this one, favorite of the month. Just, I loved them so much. Really beautiful manicure, and I'm so happy that I have this. Okay, then it was Fugly Prugly Friday. I wore an old school favorite Prugly of mine. This is KB Shimmers Open Toed Shoes. This is so gorgeous. It's that murky yellow, not yellow, that murky like olive green. And then it's got those gorgeous yellow and blue gold and blue glitters. And it's got little teeny tiny glitters as well. This is one of the very few Crellies that I still have left. I love flaky Crellies, but I don't do glitter Crellies. But KB Shimmer back in the day, they were like the one brand that I really purchased from, and back then KB Shimmer did Crellies, glitter Crellies, because that's what the indie world was about glitter Crellies. And so I had so many of their glitter Crellies, and I've decluttered almost all of them. This is one of the very few. I think I might have, like, outside my Christmas Crellies, I only have like 1 or 2 glitter Crellies left, and this is one of them. And I love this polish. I used to wear this all the time. I used to wear this at least once or twice a year, and I always would wear China Glaze Golden Enchantment on top. And so I wore this on top, and it was just so beautiful. I loved it. Just, I don't know, this will always be my favorite glitter Crelly. I love it so much. And surprisingly, the formula is still amazing on this. I'm going to be very, very sad the day that this goes bad and I have to get rid of it. And this gold on top, I love wearing like these golds on top of greens. It's just so beautiful. Okay, and then the last manicure for January was All Wine All the Time. The last day of every month, we're doing like a birthstone polish. You know, those are a bunch of us on Instagram. We're doing a birthstone manicure to celebrate all the birthdays of the month from, you know, some of our friends on Instagram. And so January was garnet. And as soon as I saw this polish, I just thought it looked exactly like a garnet. So pretty. Just absolutely beautiful. Those flakes are just gorgeous. Dreamland does really, really nice flakies. And this was no exception. So pretty. Okay, and then on my toes, and this actually, I'm still wearing it, is OPI Freedom of Peach. I was going to declutter this. This is the very last peach that I have in my collection. Peaches just don't look good on me. I've gotten rid of so many like really pale peaches. Several by China Glaze. I can't think of what their names are. Like Peachy Keen, I believe, is one, and then maybe like Son of a Peach or something like that. I don't know. I got rid of a few. This one I've kept, and this one I was thinking of decluttering, and I decided to wear it on my toes just to see, you know, if I still really liked it. And you guys, I love this so much. This looks so good. I've been wearing it on my toes for 2 weeks, and I don't even really want to take it off yet. I'm so glad I decided to wear this because I was going to just straight up declutter it. And I know I've said, I'm pretty sure this was one of my favorites in one of my, when I did my favorite OPIs, and it still is. It's definitely beautiful. It's the only peach that looks really good on me. I really love this. If you can't really wear peaches, I bet you might be able to wear this one. I don't know if it's just because it's darker or if it has a drop of brown in it. I don't know, but it's beautiful. It's rich and it looks really good on my skin tone, and I really, really like this. All right, guys, sorry, this is kind of a long video. These are all the polishes that I wore in January. Let me know down below what some of your favorite polishes that you wore this month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.